Today, I'm going to show you an ancient Chinese technique. I'm going to show you how to paint the gums and the teeth of disgusting aliens. Yo dog, Kenny Boucher here. Next Level Painting, hitting you up on the literal best of all days on this glorious Friday in the Beats Lab of Hollywood, California. I'm going to be hitting you up with another painting tutorial. I'm going to focus on the Tyranids again. It's the last time I'm going to work on them. Also, this is the last official studio tutorial of 2016. We're going to come back to you in 2017 on our normal rhythm. We're going to be hitting you up on the literal best of all days. I want to say thank you guys. 2016 was a good year. You guys really helped me out. You guys did help me keep the lights on. You guys did make this possible for me, and I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Let's focus down on those Tyranids today. I don't want to make this too long-winded, but I'm just so happy. So many things to talk about. Working on the Tyranids has been really fun, being able to explore a lot of new things in the studio. Don't forget the live network. The Long War Network is live. It is a totally different experience. In 2016, you guys really helped me narrow the focus of my vision for Next Level Painting. As a broadcaster tutorial personality, I've really found happiness doing this. YouTube has been good to me. YouTube has helped us branch out and reach a lot of people with these studio tutorials. You guys have also showed me how to narrow the focus of what I'm trying to achieve. Now that we're on Twitch, we're able to hit broader categories in more interactive ways. We're able to communicate with each other directly and bring hobby back together. It's a new experience. It's unlike anything that's happening here on YouTube. I'm not going to go anywhere though. YouTube is still a big part of what we do because it helps us find the new people. YouTube has such a big reach. So we're able to bring hobby back so much more efficiently by being here. So thank you guys in 2016 for really helping me figure out what I'm going to use YouTube for. These studio tutorials are about achieving small goals, small hobby goals in a very concise and well-produced way. Twitch live stream, it's very broad. Anything can happen. We promote it more. We have more fun, one-to-one interaction. I interact with everybody in all my social medias, but this has been a big year and a big eye-opener. 2017 is going to be bigger than ever. In 2017, we got t-shirts coming back. We got dice bags coming back. We've got new gift bags. We got the Hobby is Delight. We got so much swag, so much more fun, so much more adult beverages. Yo, literally can't do it without you. Having said that, let me just thank a few of the clutchest individuals of 2016. Like every roll call, I want to start by thanking my most recent patrons. Lena, Nick, Garu, my man Justin, Sharmy, Chris, and Tervinus. Thank you guys. Patreon is my crowdfunding page. You guys know what it is. What I want to say now is I want to thank a couple of my dearest, closest friends and family members. First off, big shout out to my main man, Rob Bear, aka Robbie B. He has gotten me this far. My friendship with him is over 6 years in the making, and together through a dual belief in each other, we've really, taken this idea of monetizing your passion and taking, your humble expertise and just putting it out there, and then because of his laser focus, he was able to help me, not just leave it as a hobby, but also attain the American dream. The American dream is that you can do anything as long as you're good at it and you work hard. Thanks to my man Robbie B and the entire cast of Long War, my main man Juice, Stephen Ford, and Mike Haspil, the legendary author of Graveyard Shift. It's available for pre-order now on Amazon. Like what I did there, my man Haspil, love you, homie. Also, big shout out to my lady, my lovely lady Bonet. She believes in me. She got me through 2016. We're in Hollywood. We're at the nexus of film and entertainment. This is her home. And she brought me here, and I love it. It's a little scary out there sometimes in the Hollywood LA scene, but I think it's better for me. So big shout out to her. Can't do it without you, baby. Let's get it started, guys. Let's do this thing. Hit up some OG P3 formula. I love these colors. Some Cardiac Flesh and some Sanguine Base. They mix together and make a disgusting alien flesh. That's that like real people flesh on top of the disgusting xenomorph. So we're gonna go on thin. This is an ancient protocol here. Since we airbrush everything so thin and so smooth, you don't want to build up unnecessary texture with thick paint. So take your time. Do a quick thin base coat. Nice and watery, stay in motion, keep the brush going. Don't let it pull up anywhere, just keep moving it and spreading it around. And then give it its dry time, let it dry. This is layering. We're gonna layer it up, let it dry, layer it up, let it dry. You can even blend with this same protocol pretty flawlessly. So there's that Freddy Krueger face, he's looking horrible. We're gonna mix a little squid pink from Game Color into our mix that we just made. And now we're gonna do a quick wet blend. We're not gonna overthink it, it's gonna be thin and wet, and it's gonna go right over that thin and wet base coat. We're gonna stay in motion, we're gonna keep it going quick. This is one of my things I like to do. We're gonna block in the highlights with a cell shading technique. We're gonna take it to 11 on extremeness, just ridiculous, blocked in. We're not really focusing on the subtlety here because we're gonna take it back down to 10 with a wash. The wash will knock everything down. So just focus, keep going, stay fast. You gotta go relatively quick when you're doing a wet blend like this because it doesn't work if the paint's dry. So you just gotta stay in motion. And that pink is like the perfect color to augment off of these flesh tones and these reds. Suitably disgusting. Moving around. And let me talk about why I'm doing the gums first. Whenever you have a wolf maw or any kind of monster like this who has gums, teeth, and a tongue, I find it easiest to do all the gums and all this fleshy shit first. Detail it out. Then ignore the teeth because you got to paint all up in there anyway and get all the palate, the roof of the mouth, everything. We're going to ignore the teeth until last. We're going to paint that tongue because it doesn't matter if the pink gets on the teeth and it doesn't matter if the tongue color gets on the teeth because we're going to detail the teeth. There's no way around it. So this is just kind of an order of operations paint by numbers technique that I focus on. We're bringing it up a notch. The pink is highlighted. It is looking fresh and exciting. Now we're going to go back to that tongue like I was talking about. We're going to get that necrotite green. We're going to go on thin. The only surface we're actively avoiding is the flesh, the fleshy pinks. We don't care about the teeth. Like I said, it doesn't matter. So just move in there, be methodical. Do not even give one shit about these teeth though. We're doing a couple of thin coats here. It's the same protocol, especially with bright colors like necrotite green. If you're going on raw dog with no base colors, you got to do several thin coats. Same deal with the eye. We're going to drop a quick bead on the eye. And then I'm going to do a quick ghetto OSL. And we're going to water that necrotite green down. We're going to turn it into a glaze. And we're just going to build a quick glaze around the eye socket, giving it the illusion that it is glowing. And later when we come back and do our detail work, we'll even intensify this effect. Okay, second coat on the tongue. That's simple. There it is. Thin coat. It dried up. Now we're going to do the same protocol on these head glowing things. I don't know what the fuck they are. Alien shit. So we're going to drop some green inside them, and then we're going to water it down and build a quick little OSL object source-like glaze around them, giving you the quickest 3-second glowing effect in the world. That simple. You can see I'm going to do it again. That's how easy it is. And then you can go in, detail it out. You can make it, you can do as much as you want. So we're going to do one quick third pass on the tongue. Make sure the tongue is thick, clean, looking good, because later we'll come back in with a glaze and we'll detail it out. So we need there to be a solid foundation before we do that. There it is. Take your time. Be methodical. The face is definitely a focal point on a model like this. You want to make sure it looks clean. Make sure it looks its best. You see I'm getting that green all over those teeth that are just touching his tongue because it doesn't matter. And I'll show you why in just a minute. So we're going to go to Secret Weapon Miniatures Acrylics Weathered Wood. One of my favorite new colors in this scene. Check these guys out. We're going to go through with the weathered wood and we're going to paint the teeth in just detailed. Now, we're not super thin on this. We're like medium thin down. I mean, the paint is always going to be thin down, always going to add water, but this is just not super thin. There's no need for it. This paint has great coverage. It's a weathered acrylic series. It's just amazing. It's almost like foundation paints in some situations. All the paints in the set have a different purpose. So I love this weathered wood, and look how good the teeth already look. We're focusing on that detail, and now we are painting by numbers. We're avoiding the green, avoiding the gums. You can see how easy this was. What if we painted those teeth first and then try to paint gums around it? That's insane, right? So this is one of the ancient next level techniques that we use. We've been doing this for years. This is really handy for those Space Wolf players. Like I said, you got 15 Feathers and Wolves. This is how you do it. I'm feeling pretty good about that. It's already a different model The head is looking on point now. Love it. So take a look at that. Now it's gangster time. Reichland Flesh Shade Gloss Wash from GW. This is my heat right here. We're going to go on gangster. We're just going to go heavy, stay in motion, move fast, spread the wash out. It's going to run quick because it's such a good wash. We're going to let it flow into all the crevices, and we're going to wick it away from the surface as much as we can. And this is a great wash. It will wick away from the surfaces. You stay in motion, don't let it dry, don't let it stain. But for the most part, it is not going to stain. It's not like their traditional matte glosses, which are coffee stainy. This will also help blend some of our extreme highlights together and make them look their absolute best. Give us a nice, disgusting overtone. Makes it look real fleshy, real nasty. Look at that. Look, it's a different model. Instant transformation. All day, every day. But you do got to move quick. Don't let it pull. And you always got to be aware of the gravity. Flip it over. Continue pulling it from the wet edge around the bottom of the jaw. Don't work your way back to the wet edge. It'll be dry by the time you get to it and look horrible. So keep moving. Keep your eye on the prize. No relaxing here. You can't afford to relax. We're almost there though. I'll tell you when to relax. So we're going to move it along. Take it back to the neck. Make it look disgusting. Ugh. We're even going to add some into the yellows there. Make it look real interesting. All right. Non-oil gloss wash. Literally the heat right here. We're going to use that on the teeth, and there's still a little flesh shade on the brush, so there's a little brown in there, but mainly I wanted the black in there to create that definition. I wanted there to be a nice contrast and sharpness between the gums and the teeth, so I used a different wash. Just moving quick. He's absolutely looking good, but gravity is something you got to be aware of. So I'm going to use this clamp. I'm going to look at how the wash is pulling and what direction I want it to pull as it dries, just so there's not any weird drying. And I decided that I want it to be in this position right here. So I'm going to clamp it. I'm going to let gravity do what it do. And then we're going to let it dry, and then we're going to matte varnish it. And there he is, chilling on the head. It matches the disgusting stomach we did last week. We're not done with this model. I'll finish him in the Beats Lab on my own time. But look how amazing that guy looks. He's starting to look his best. We'll come in there, we'll edge highlight this guy out, we'll make this guy look insane, and I'll show him to you guys in 2017. In the meantime, let me talk about something real quick. If you could subscribe to the YouTube channel, click on this little bell symbol, click on send me all notifications on this channel. This is something that they slid in on us. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching.